I was supposed to make this video 5 years ago! Let's talk about procrastination.
Procrastination is the act of unnecessarily and voluntarily delaying or postponing something despite knowing that there will be negative consequences for doing so.
So if I have a really important task that needs to be done in a specific deadline, my brain either chooses the productive procrastination, which means I would do literally anything, but do the task I had to do. Or go with the unproductive procrastination, where I'm just laying there, being yelled at by my own brain to just get up and do it already. When do I start, you may ask? It's when the deadline is super close and the stress kicks in. Then I start doing a month worth of work in one night and still get it by the deadline. Almost. Please help. In one of my absolute favorite TED Talks about procrastination, presented by Tim Urban, called Inside the Mind of a Master Procrastinator, he did a brain scan of both a procrastinator's brain and a non-procrastinator's brain. Inside the non-procrastinator's brain, there's a rational decision maker. He does things that make sense and thinks long term, normal stuff. Inside the procrastinator's brain, there's a monkey, an instant gratification monkey that would make it impossible for the rational decision maker to do his job. This monkey is designed to live in the moment, make decisions based on pleasure, and follow the fun. And since the rational decision maker is only trained to make rational decisions, not competing on taking over the wheel, he just stands there feeling worse and worse about himself. Then he introduced another character to the group, the panic monster. This panic monster is usually asleep, but he wakes up suddenly when a deadline gets too close. And there's nothing scarier to the monkey than the panic monster. The moment he sees him, he runs up the tree. And finally, the rational decision maker can take the wheel and start being productive again. What we saw so far is the best case scenario. Why? There is a deadline. If there's no deadline, on the other hand, in the case of learning something new or starting a business, there's no deadline at first. And that's the monkey's sneakiest trick, because there's no panic monster to scare him away, so he just ends up procrastinating forever. And this long-term procrastination is much more dangerous because it can be the source of a huge amount of long-term unhappiness and regrets, making one feel like a watcher in his own life and not be able to do anything about it. Tim Urban finished off the talk by showing a life calendar, one box for every week of a 90-year-old life, and said,
"That's not that many boxes, especially since we've already used a bunch of those."
And that freaked me out. Kinda wakes up the panic monster a little bit, just so you can do something about it before it's too late. And that was all, guys. Next time you're procrastinating, just think that the reward of getting things done are greater than all the unnecessary stress that comes with waiting till the last minute.